North Dakota, a quiet, overall easy state to forget even exists. Home of small towns, cornfields, where the rugged plains hide stories of resilience and legendary stories from the past. Most folks here live a simple life, but beneath the serene skies, a North Dakota nightmare brews on June 20th, 2025, when a vicious outbreak of tornadoes descends upon the land of legends, bringing a record-breaking amount of tornadoes that would claim the lives of 2 residents as they were fast asleep in their bed, and shortly after, nearly slam into my own chase vehicle. This is the story of the Spiritwood to Enderlin, North Dakota tornadoes. The morning of June 20th, extremely difficult forecasting decisions were being made ahead of a volatile atmosphere that had settled in over the land of legends. To the west, storms were almost a guarantee, but with questionable results for tornadoes due to storms potentially being too tightly clustered together. Further to the east, however, an extremely unstable air mass sitting under a strong lid, or a cap as chasers call it, with one big question needing to be answered. Would this cap be broken and allow a storm to take advantage of the extreme environment in place? Starting the day in Bismarck, splitting the difference between target areas, an area of cumulus begins to bubble, and I opt to throw the dice with 2 of my good friends, Simon Brewer and Justin Drake, east to Jamestown, where we would watch a storm slowly blossom to life.
Currently 6:20 p.m. in Jamestown, North Dakota. Got some Q developing just to our south under a very volatile atmosphere. Classic boomer bust day. Got Simon and Justin. We're ready to go.
With the eager sense, wondering if we made the correct decision. And by 7 p.m. it was clear the storm had found a way to breach the cap, and the chase was on.
There it goes!
It didn't take long for the storm to begin to spin and produce a brief tornado just east of the city of Jamestown. But as every chaser knows, when the atmosphere is this unstable, the quick tornado is often a tall tale sign that something much more significant is coming. And by 8 p.m., the birth of a monster would crash to earth near the small community of Spiritwood. Given the near-perfect road network and calculating the tornado crossing this path, I move in for the intercept. In just a few minutes, this tornado rapidly grows in size and strength and moves at an incredibly slow pace, and I approach with caution in case the tornado takes an unexpected turn. Ominous rain bands dance around the tornado like a bear in a cage as I approach with extreme caution in case the tornado fully expands. In an unexpected turn, the tornado hits its brakes and becomes nearly stationary in the field beside me as rain begins to encompass the vortex. This tornado just barely misses the community of Urbana before it moves slowly off to the north, rapidly expanding before taking a sharp west-northwest turn as it ropes out and dissipates as fast as it formed, and is given a rating of EF3. But this storm is far from over, and the chase continues. Before Spiritwood was even able to fully rope out, a rare anticyclonic tornado touches down just south of Interstate 94, and shortly after, the storm would cycle and get ready to produce the second monster tornado of the day just south of Valley City.
Another large tornado. Valley City, North Dakota.
The sun begins to fade, and like a ghost hiding in the night, this tornado quickly escalates yet again and becomes another monster.
Big wedge.
Rain from a building storm to the south, on top of the fading sun, made being north of the tornado extremely dangerous, but provided the only view of the quickly escalating tornado. If this tornado turns north like Spiritwood, chasers would be in imminent danger. As the tornado crosses the road directly in front of me, it impacts a farm and just barely misses a home, causing EF2 damage as it grows to a quarter-mile wide. Providing a quick well-being check and realizing the home was virtually untouched, I quickly hop back onto the road and continue the pursuit as the tornado continues to grow stronger, but thankfully remains over mostly rural areas. Darkness falls, and it becomes clear that the storm to my south is taking over and begins to choke off the prolific tornado producer to the north. The time to drop south and get into position has come. While en route, this storm did not welcome me with open arms, as one of the most violent barrages of lightning I have ever seen rain down around my vehicle.
Wow! Jeez! Oh my God!
Upon arriving, the storm did not initially look like it was going to produce a tornado anytime soon, and I opted to reposition, but was quickly turned around by messy roads. But to my disbelief, when I looked to my north, an absolute monster of a tornado is in progress.
Massive tornado. Oh my God, huge wedge.
Racing back north for a closer view, the tornado is giving me visions to the horrific Greensburg, Kansas EF5 tornado of 2007. At this very moment, the tornado is tossing train cars over 300 yards without hitting the ground, and two residents upstream of the tornado are fast asleep, with no idea of what is coming their way. The tornado strikes their home head-on, wiping it from its foundation and tragically claiming both of their lives. And as I draw closer, the tornado begins to rope out. The series of events that would follow was about to show why situational awareness is so crucial to chasing at night. As the tornado races off to the north and dissipates, and with a powerful line of storms right on my heels, I briefly think the tornado threat is over and park at an intersection north of Franklin. Just before turning, a bright lightning flash startles me and reveals yet another extremely violent tornado in progress just minutes after the last, and causes me to briefly lose my composure as I sit confused on where exactly it came from. I collect myself and calculate that I should be fine, as I'm still sitting south of what should be a northeastward moving tornado.
Very violent wedge! Holy cow!
However, this tornado is not like the last. The roar of the tornado grows louder and louder, and I realize something is very wrong. Through the flashes of lightning, I notice the distance between me and the tornado has not changed and appears to be drawing closer and closer as the roar gets louder.
Oh, big stovepipe!
The line of storms from the west slams into the supercell and causes it to dive southeast, putting me in mortal danger as it gets buried in rain. Realizing the imminent danger, I stop recording and flip a U-turn and bail out to the west after losing my back window to debris. This tornado would later be rated EF1, and had it hit any substantial structures, I have no doubt this tornado would have been rated much higher.
Good Lord. Well, that was insane. Lost my back glass to a tornado and debris. Now the lightning is insane, and I'm gonna get back inside to safety.
Well, there's a first time for everything storm chasing. It is 4 a.m., nowhere around has power, and I'm out of gas. So here I camp until the power either gets turned back on or until someone shows up in the morning. So we'll see how fun this goes. Until they open, I'm gonna go take a nap.
All right, well, my gas station did not at all get power back. So I said, screw it. If I run out of gas, I run out of gas. And I made it.
It wasn't until the following morning that I got wind of the events that transpired near Enderlin, and the true power of this family of tornadoes were revealed. Train cars tossed like toys. Soil churned from the earth. The home of the two fatal injuries left with nothing but a slab of a distant memory, while neighboring homes were also severely damaged. Further to the east, the Derecho charged over North Dakota, causing widespread destruction, derailing trains, and knocking out power to thousands as residents slowly begin to pick up the pieces from this destructive night. As the historic June of 2025 continues its record-setting pace for tornadoes.